Sky Sports are saying that Atletico Madrid are interested in signing Tottenham defender Emerson Royal. Di Marzio from Sky Italia says Atletico Madrid have made an approach to sign Emerson Royal and are now leading the competition to sign him. AS Roma are also interested in the Spurs defender. However, Ekrem, he's not the best source, but Ekrem Kono has tweeted back, and he said that he claims that despite interest from Atletico Madrid, Tottenham do not want to sell Emerson Royal as he remains an important player for Antonio Conte, which is baffling to hear if that's true. But that's what Ekrem Kono is saying, although important to know he's probably the least reliable of all the... Oh, for sure. He's not a very reliable source at all, but he did tweet that. Look, Atletico Madrid potentially in for Emerson Royal. Do you think he would fit in well? A club like Atletico Madrid, who play 4-4-2, kind of with four at the back, and he's quite defensively sound.
Yeah, I think he will do better in a 4-4-2. He was bought as a right back for Nuno, wasn't he? And then was forced to play right wing back for a Conte. So I think if he goes to a flat back 4, he will be better suited. He knows the Spanish league well, obviously. One thing I will say is I've heard this week from various places, not just even I think on Sky Sports, that even Tottenham was saying that Emerson is available for transfer. So for the Ekrem guy you said saying no, he's a key figure. I'll take that with a pinch of salt. But I think Emerson will do better in a flat back 4. Hell, I think if we played a flat back 4, he could do a lot better than he has been. It just hasn't worked out, has he? No. There are going to be casualties in this summer of craziness, let's say. So I think he will be one of them.
Yeah, I agree. I think if we can get our money back from Atletico Madrid for him, or a minor profit even, I think that's a good deal for everyone. I actually think, look, to be fair to Emerson, he had a tough season, but he had a great end of the season. Yep. When we really needed him to step up in big games, Liverpool, Arsenal, he really did. And you've got to give him credit for that. And he actually played really well. And he showed what he can do on that right wing-back spot. But there are big question marks whether he is of the required attacking quality to really make the difference in the final third and get regular goals and assists like maybe someone like a Perisic can do. So are those question marks ever going to go away? That's what Conte has to decide. And it looks like he decided probably not. I don't think he's ever been that player throughout his career to get regular goals and assists from fullback. So from what I've seen as well, I don't think his crossing looks or finishing looks particularly good, and he's not. It doesn't have like a Matt Doherty where has those timing of runs in the box, continually getting himself in dangerous positions. He showed a bit of it, but he didn't quite show he was on Doherty's level to do that. Yeah. So. I think it would be a good transfer for him. I think it would be a good transfer for us. And I think it's probably best that we do that. And then obviously we get Spence in, and then we can see maybe later in the window of getting someone else, maybe a bit more experienced with a bit more quality. But I think it's interesting, though, that Atletico are in for him. Because you would think, with the way Spurs fans talk about him, you'd think he would be going to like the Championship or something, But I think he's probably better than we give him credit for as a fan base.
I think so. I mean, the things that you touched on, 2 things I wanted to talk about first of all, which is obviously I want to see Spence come in before Emerson comes out. So, and then you've got to think another right back's got to be coming in, unless he's going to move Perisic to right back and keep with Reguilon and Cesc, because we can't just go in with Spence as the only right back. So that's one thing we need to make sure of. So we've got to cover, and obviously there's another right back in as well to help Spence should it be him. Yeah, when it comes to, I mean, I really wanted him to score that header against Arsenal. It was so close. He just hit it directly at Ramsdale, didn't he? Anywhere else that would have been a goal. He did come on. He did come on and start improving near the end of the season. But you're right. When it comes to Matt Doherty, who did it at Wolves, and we could see what he did regularly, he just didn't have that capabilities with him. He scored the goal against Newcastle with a set-up from Doherty. But yeah, he hasn't got the attacking prowess of Matt. So yeah, it's him. He's the stronger one, isn't it, out of the 2?
I mean, for Conte's system, I would say, yeah.
That's
the thing. I think he's more suited to it. So, but it looks like that interest could potentially be stepping up. And is it a case you think we should be able to get our money back for him, or do you think we're going to have to take a hit on him? Because it's only been one season, and I don't know. I don't think it's been I mean, I don't think he's been brilliant.
No.
But I don't think it's been the unmitigated disaster I think all Spurs fans maybe say it is.
Well, I'm trying to remember with Atletico. Once they got let go Trippier, they got a right back of any substance, or
They got, I think they still got Vasalko, don't they? Vasalko, the Croatian.
okay. So it all depends how badly they need him or want him as well, doesn't it? I mean, I would sell for the same amount. If an offer came in that was the same amount, or give or take a couple of million here or there on either side, I would do it. But only once Spence is in, or the right back of choice replacement is in, so we're not left short.
Yeah, I agree with that. And of course, I mean, we shouldn't be left short if we sell Emerson in June. I mean, that surely leaves enough time, you would think, to get a new one in. I think Spence, I mean, we'll talk about Spence in a bit, but it seems to be moving on nicely, the Jed Spence one. But I think if Emerson, if what Ekran says is true, like, how would you feel about going into the season with Emerson still at the club? Do you think maybe like he could improve, and maybe what he was showing at the end of the season could be his true quality? Or are you thinking, look, I don't think he did it for the majority of the season, and on that basis, probably best just to admit defeat? Because he did, like, he showed good quality at the end of the season, so maybe that is something to build on for him.
Listen, for me, the last 4 games there were flashes. Against Liverpool, he was very, very good at Anfield. He did a great job there, and he started to show signs, but that's all it was. I don't think we can underestimate how imperative or how crucial a pre-season under Conte is. And you never know. Once he's got him 6 weeks, where he's got him all day, every day, to just literally drill him and get him into shape, as well as get him a bit more tactical aware, it could have a huge difference. Am I thinking it would, or willing to take the risk? Not really. Not really. I think it'd be best for both parties to step away. But if he is there, well, then it's not going to be like, oh, for God's sake, if you know what I mean. I'd rather he left, but if he's still here, then so be it.
Would you want him maybe included in a deal for Carrasco? Carrasco from Atletico, maybe that's
not a
something
bad
we can
idea.
do. Because he's obviously one we've been interested in a lot.
Yep, that's not. If that's the way it could be. Have you seen how we're starting to get? And I think this is Paratici, isn't it? He loves a player swap with cash.
Yeah, he does.
So these seem to be filtering through quite a few with us now. We've had it with Villarreal for Lo Celso. We had it for Lamela and Brian Hill. So I think this may become a part and parcel of our practice under Paratici. And if so, so be it.
All right, so that's the story about Atletico going in for Emerson Royale. So we'll keep an eye on that one. There should be some developments in the coming weeks or so.